I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I saw an interview that the Minister for Works, Engineer David Umahi, former governor of Ebonyi State, had with a journalist. The young lady was speaking correctly, audibly, clearly. And David Umahi said that he will need an interpreter, that he grew up in the village. That's an insult on Nigerian education. That a whole engineer, registered engineer by the Council of Registered Engineers of Nigeria, most probably schooled in a Nigerian university, maybe in Nsukka, will say that he grew up in the village so he can't understand what a journalist is saying. What is he trying to tell us? That when he is negotiating with those contractors who are foreigners building that road, that he does not understand what they are saying? Or what is Umahi saying? That if they send him overseas for an international conference, that he will not understand what the British or American citizens are saying? What is Umahi telling us? That his daughters and his sons, who most probably have schooled overseas, that when they speak, he does not understand them? What was he trying to do? Was he trying to treat that woman shabbily because she was a woman? And he avoided all the questions that woman asked.
You mentioned the ESIA is currently being carried out by...
Sister, I was raised in the village. Me, I'm not here for me.
Sorry,
try to speak.
I can't help the way I speak. You mentioned that the ESIA was being carried out at the moment. The EIA Act of 1992...
I need interpreter.
Well, you have enough people next to you. The EIA Act of 1992 states that an EIA must be approved by the Federal Ministry of Environment before the commencement of any project.
No,
unless an exemption
it's
has
not
been
done
given.
so. There is preliminary approval. There is final approval.
Has an exemption been given? And if so, if you have the preliminary approval...
Exemption of what?
For the project to start without the final approval. If you have the preliminary approval, can this be shared?
We are following due process.
So can we have a copy
of the preliminary approval? It is federal government that gives the approval. It's not you.
So can we have a copy of the preliminary approval?
We have the approval.
And you can make that public to the media?
Everything in order.
Okay, thank you.